Skandar Akbar, the one and only, the living legend, and he only listens to yourfaceradio.com. Tell him, Ak.
That's right. Hey, love to be here. You know, I've been in this business for a long time. 1962, I've had ups and downs, hills and valleys. What can I say? Wrestling is the greatest sport, and I said sport, people. You gotta treat it like a sport because that's exactly what it is. And I've met some of the great people that were in this business and that are still in this business. And of course, you know, you think about Danny Hodge.
Living legend.
Of course, in this business, he was an enemy, but also a friend. Mutual respect. Here's a man that eradicated, I said eradicated, all the opposition he had when he was at the University of Oklahoma, the Olympics, and when he became a professional wrestler, he was simply unstoppable at the time.
Weren't you guys like heavyweight or tag team champs for many years?
That's right.
And I think it was like
started off together as tag team champions.
the most dominating tag team in history, right here. Danny Hodge and Skandar Akbar. At one point, I heard that you were the strongest man in wrestling.
Well, yeah, that's debatable. Arguably so. There was a lot of strong guys, but
I got to tell you what, you know, we say it on our show. It's got to be true.
Hey,
Your Face Radio.
Yourfaceradio.com. Don't lie.
We've known you a long time, and we love you.
Absolutely.
We know that's
I hate
true.
the feelings mutual guys, and we know that.
And I'm kind of right now, I've been on the same side as him and on the opposite side. I've been choked by him, punched by him, and loved by him. The guy's the utmost professional, one of the true gentlemen in the sport. And I'm telling you, you don't want to get on this guy's bad side.
Greatest manager of all time.
The absolute
I
greatest.
used to watch tapes of his just to learn how to manage.
I put him and Bobby Heenan in
Bob,
too.
absolutely.
Skandar
But Hack is here.
Hey,
Bob is in Florida.
And we wish Bobby good luck in his surgeries also.
Yes, we really do. Anytime our great sport and the camaraderie that we have for each other, if there's somebody that's fallen and it's in hard times, we all pick up the prayers and the spirit so that particular individual could get well and get back to the great sport of professional wrestling.
It's a family thing.
Dr. Death too.
Right.
Oh, Doc.
Personally, we didn't know him, but now we do.
He's like a big brother to me.
And
Doc is awesome.
We prayed for him, said prayers for him, and he pulled through.
And here's
Unbelievable.
yes. And here's
Look, it's phenomenal.
Understand this. Wrestling fans are the most loyal of all. There's no other function, no other sport. And they say, well, look at the millions of well, I'm sure they go up with admire those people. But when it comes to wrestling, nothing magnetizes people like the sport of professional wrestling.
That's right.
And I operate at an academy. When I sign a young man, if he is married or he has a girlfriend, guess what? She wants to be a wrestler too. It magnetizes her.
Heck, if you don't mind me interrupting, now let's just say somebody watching our show right now wants to learn to be a professional wrestler. They want to be taught by
the
legendary,
best.
The best, Skandar Akbar. How would they get a hold of you to have personal
You
training?
have a school, right?
Yes, I have a school. It's in Mesquite, Texas.
Mesquite, Texas.
4111 Highway 80 in Mesquite. That's Mesquite, Texas.
You know, with your reputation and everything, this thing is going worldwide. You may have some Iranians come and join your school.
Well,
You know that.
hey,
Brothers in the cause, huh?
brothers of the cause, you got it. Great comeback, fellas. All right.
And if you can't, if for some reason you can't get a hold of Hack at that address, you send us something at yourfaceradio.com, and we will personally make sure it gets to Skandar Akbar. So if you have an email, a request, anything you want, or you just want Skandar to be bookings, you want to get Skandar to come to your home, you want him to show up at a birthday party, you want him to show up at a
You can
function.
have Skandar Akbar.
Skandar, the man,
you
the
are.
legend, right here. You
This
send us
guy
an email.
is a legend, I'm telling you.
Send us an email,
You have
yourfaceradio.com.
a web address also for Devastation Incorporated. Is that correct?
Yes, I have, but I don't have it. Unfortunately, we're changing, and we're doing other things to make our web larger. And however, if you want to find out about Skandar Akbar, the name alone is like 2,500 websites. So I'm out there.
This guy's world famous for you young kids out there, and
A half a century.
yeah, he's still going strong. Just type in his name, Skandar Akbar, and millions of things will pop up. And
I think he's one of the original strongmen in the business.
Yeah,
also. I think he was hitting like 500 pounds, and that was unheard of.
Yeah, that was unheard of. Yeah,
I mean, unheard of.
I did that in 1960, guys. You know,
Oh my word.
That's amazing.
But back then, if you bench 300 pounds, you consider just an individual to be reckoned with. 500 pounds right here. Just amazing feat. Even to this day, I mean, there's not too many people that hit 500 pounds.
No.
My best day, 420. My very best day. 500 pounds right here. This guy is the ultimate professional. And once again, if you want Skandar to show up at your function, seminars, talks, you want to talk to your school, if you want to be trained by Skandar Akbar, if you need to get a hold of him for any certain reason, send us an email right at yourspaceradio.com, and we'll personally deliver to the
yourspaceradio.com.
What I say?
You said your space, but that's close.
Okay, yeah. The lights are my eyes.
That's okay. Like K-Rob said, yourspaceradio.com.
He hit me before we went in there.
Yourfaceradio.com, the most hated manager ever in professional wrestling, is really just a nice guy and our friend. So, Skandar Akbar. We'll see you real soon.
Seeing you soon. Thank you.
We love you.
Yourfaceradio.com.
That was great.
And that's a wrap.
All right, man.
Help Skandar.